What would you call someone who, even though it's not their own money, they arranged for Hamas to receive a suitcase filled with millions of dollars of untraceable American $100 bills? You would call that person Israel. Israel has been the main broker for Hamas to receive money. When you see all of the weapons that the Israeli military proudly shows as having found in the Hamas tunnels under Gaza, many of those weapons were given to Hamas by none other than Israel. You see, the problem is that some Palestinians realize that Hamas is a puppet for Israel, and they want to get rid of Hamas. So Israel has been giving Hamas weapons so that Hamas can fend off Palestinian dissenters. When it comes to the Gaza genocide, we see how Hamas acts as Israel's puppet. Israel asks its puppet Hamas, "Hamas, are you ready to release the hostages?" And Hamas says, "No, Israel, because we know you still want to continue the Gaza genocide." It's been a puppet game all along. Now you might think, well, Israel would never risk its own hostages. Actually, on October 7th, Israel allowed 1,200 Israelis to be massacred. The whole time, Israel had 4 squadrons of Apache attack helicopters, 2 at Palmachim Air Base and 2 at Ramon Air Base. Israel had the terrorists flanked within 10 minutes flight time in each direction. But instead, none of them took to the air to stop the terrorists. They were all grounded. That was 19 gunships at Palmachim Air Base and 18 gunships at Ramon Air Base. There were also another 6 gunships 40 minutes flight time away up north at Ramat David Air Base. Israel let its own people be massacred as a pretext for gaining sympathy so it could conduct the Gaza genocide. So don't think for a moment Israel is going to be worried about the hostages. The entire October 7th attack was planned by Israel under the code name Operation Jericho Wall, even down to details like what passages from the Quran, the Islamic Bible, should Hamas tell the Palestinians to brainwash them into committing this complete atrocity. So don't be fooled. Don't be brainwashed. Unfortunately, Trump has been brainwashed. If you remember back to his first term, Israel spied on Trump's phone. They hacked into his phone. And Trump got in trouble for it. Israel was hopping mad. That's not the way the game is played, Israel said. You're supposed to do everything in your power to protect Israel's reputation. In other words, that's what it means to stand with Israel. Israel spies on your phone, and you're supposed to conceal the truth. You're supposed to prevent any leaks. So it's time we learn what's really going on in the Middle East. I want to thank some New York Times reporters for reporting on the weapons that Israel's been giving to Hamas, and also reporting on Israel being a broker for the cash that Hamas receives from other Middle Eastern countries.